Hi guys and welcome back. So I've been on the lookout for some unique cute stitches recently and I came across a beautiful pattern for a cat stitch. So if you're wondering why it's called a cat stitch, you have a cat on every row. Those are the ears, that's the head, that's the body, and then the paws are right here. This stitch is great if you're planning to make a bag, a blanket, a scarf, pretty much anything you want. So let's get started. So now in order to get started, let's make a slip knot. So make a loop with your yarn. With the tail end, make another loop inside of the first one. Pick it up and pull. Now insert your crochet hook and tighten. Now we're going to make a chain in multiples of 5. So you can make as many as you want depending on the length of your project. I'm going to go ahead and make about 40. So to make a chain, just yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and make as many as you want, but make sure that they're multiples of 5. So now to start the first row, we're going to work one double crochet in the fourth chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, this is the fourth one. We'll place a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is your first double crochet, the chains that we skipped, and this one is your second one. Now the pattern that I'm going to show you is the repeat that we're going to follow for the rest of this row. Skip the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into that 5th stitch, you're going to place 2 double crochets. So that's 1, into that same stitch, 1 more, chain 1, and then again 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Again you're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 5th one you're going to place 2 double crochets, that's 1 and 2, chain 1, and again into that same space 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. And this is the pattern we're going to follow for the rest of the row until we come to the end. So you're going to skip 4 and then place 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, skip 4, repeat, skip 4, repeat until you reach the end. So once you reach the last few stitches, meet me back here again. So now once you've completed and come until the end of the row, you should have 6 chains remaining right at the end. So we're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you remember at the beginning, we had the turning chain plus 1 double crochet. So to equal it on this side, we're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 1 double crochet on the 5th stitch. And then 1 double crochet on that last 6th stitch. And this completes the first row. So now let's start with row 2. So we're going to start with a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, which is our first double crochet, and then on top of this second double crochet we're going to place another one. So if you see in the beginning, we have 2 double crochets again. Now we're going to start working in that chain 1 space. If you remember in the previous row, we'd done 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Into that chain 1 space, again we're going to do 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, chain 1, and then again 1 and 2 double crochets. Let's skip over to the next one. Here's the space, the chain 1 space. Again we're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1, and then 2 double crochets into that space again. And this is what we're going to do for the rest of the row. We're just going to go into this chain 1 space in every one of these little shells that we have and do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So now I've come to the end of the row, and this is something that we need to remember with each of the rows. We're always going to begin and end with 2 double crochets. So I'm going to place my first double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous row and the second one on the turning chain. Now I'm going to switch colors to a different color. So now let's start working on the third row, and as I said, I'm just going to change colors. So I'm taking my new color and just pulling it through, and now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to turn our work around, and then into the next stitch, as I mentioned, we always do 2 double crochets, so the chain 3 counts as the first one, and now we have a second double crochet. Now what we're going to do is an extended double crochet cluster. To do that, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into this bottom space. So you're going to skip the top, go into the bottom, pull up a loop and nicely pull it up. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through only 2 stitches. You still have 2 on your hook. Again you're going to yarn over, go into that space and pull it up nicely. Again yarn over, pull through 2. Now if you see, you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. So you've created an extended double crochet. Now into this space right here from the previous row, we're again going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Now we've come again into the larger chain space. We're going to do an extended double crochet here. Yarn over, go into that bottom, pull up your yarn nicely, pull through 2. Again yarn over, go into that bottom, pull up your yarn nicely, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And this is the pattern that we're going to continue following. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and then into this larger space in the bottom we're going to do a double crochet cluster. I'm quickly going to show you a double crochet cluster one more time. So to do our double crochet cluster, yarn over, go into the bottom, pull up your yarn nicely, yarn over, pull through 2. Again yarn over, go into that bottom, pull up your yarn nicely, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So continue this until you reach the end. So now we've come right to the end. If you see, there's one more large space over here, so we're going to do our extended double crochet right there. And then once we're done, we have these last 2 double crochets. On the top of each of these, we're going to place 1 double crochet each. So here's the first one. I have my first double crochet, and then I have my turning chain. I place my second double crochet, and this is what it looks like. So now row 4 is nice and simple. We're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn our work. We're going to go into that second double crochet, place another one on top of it, and now we're just going to place the same 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets in every one of the chain 1 spaces from the previous row. No extended double crochets for this row. It's really simple. So here I'm going to go into that next space, again 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1, again 1 and 2, and you're going to continue this all the way around until the end. And in the end, don't forget to place your 2 double crochets, 1 on the double crochet from the previous row and 1 in that turning chain. Now I've come to the end of row 4 and I've placed my 2 double crochets right at the end. Now let's start with row 5, which is an exact repeat of row 4. So you're going to chain 3, turn your work around, place a double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous row, and then just go ahead and place 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into each one of those chain spaces. So let me just show you how that goes. Like this. So you're going to go into this one, this one, this one, and so on until the end. Once you reach the end, don't forget to place your 2 double crochets. So now that I finished row 5, this is what it looks like. Now the pattern going forward is going to be a repeat of rows 3, 4 and 5. So I'm changing colors again, and you're going to change colors every 3 rows. So I'm going to place my white yarn, pull it through. We're going to start with row 3 again. Chain 3, turn your work around, place a double crochet on that second double crochet, which completes your first 2. Now we're going to skip this row, go into the bottom over here, place an extended double crochet, yarn over, pull your yarn up, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull your yarn up, pull through 2. You have 3 on the hook, pull through all 3. Into the chain 1 space, we are again going to do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1 and again 1 and 2, like this. So complete the rest of this row, and then after that you're going to repeat rows 4, and then you're going to repeat row 5, which is basically just a row of 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets all the way around until the end. Let me show you what it looks like. So now, of course, because we've done very few rows, I'll just show you what the cat looks like. So you can see the little ears, you can see the head, the body and the paws. It's a little cat that's sitting up like that. And as you keep completing the rows, you'll be able to see them in a more defined way. So if we go back to this row, since this was our first row, you can see the little head right here. So go ahead, complete a couple of rows, and then you'll be able to see the cats really clearly. So I showed you the tutorial with the thicker yarn because it's just easier for me to explain with the thicker yarn. It's a little more difficult with the thinner one. But this is what it looks like once you've completed. So if you see, you'll have rows and rows and rows of the little cats. So these are 3 rows each. And this is what your final work looks like. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video, share it with all your friends and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye-bye.